Hi, and welcome back. This was kind of the short week for me, the 5 days on at work and then 2 days off, which I'm just finishing, and then headed in tonight for another 2 days. So just kind of a short catch-up video. I was going to do a trail review today for the first Mesa Trail, and that was going to be our walk out there with Hiker, but unfortunately, when I got there, it was closed. Some sort of construction they're doing, and I didn't have time to find another trail. It was going to be tight anyway. It was like a 5.3 mile trail, and then I had to get ready to come to work after that. So I will share something I've been enjoying over the last few months are these magnetic charge cables. They make things super convenient, and they have little attachments for each device. They have USB-C and Lightning and micro USB. So it's kind of universal. After you put the attachment in there, and then you just plop the little cable on there. It's a one-handed thing. And works out really well. Made things great, especially in the car for me. So on this week's show and tell, thought I would show this. So this truck, unlike the last one, only has one outlet slot. And because I have a backup camera and some other stuff that require charging through here, this is a expander. So it pops right in there, rotates up and down like that. You even get some USB ports out of it, which is pretty cool. You can tell which port is turned on by the... So now they're both on, which is pretty cool. So you got a USB-C, that tells you your battery voltage. The other super cool thing, I got tired of, I had a, the regular dashboard mount phone holder. But I like my phone to charge too, so you had to kind of plug in the charge cable first and then put it in the dock, which is a two-handed thing. So this, super thin, but magnetic backed case, magnetic mount, like that, one-handed. The other super cool thing, you can get these cables, and they are a magnetic charge cable. So you just put it up like that and it's ready to go. And it's very easy to take it down. It actually glows blue when it's on, but that car's not on yet. So you pop it up there, it starts charging. One-handed motion. It's also super fast. On like loop drives and stuff at the national parks, I stop and get out and take pictures, and usually the camera is the phone is the camera of choice. So this makes it a whole lot faster to go. And I just leave it Bluetooth connected to the stereo for playing music or whatever, which it also just connects and reconnects when you get in and out of the car. So pretty cool. Super happy with these. Love little things that make life easier. And this is one of them. In other news, we're getting a little bit green here in Gallup. Probably can't see a whole lot, but show you here, you can see the leaves are leafing out, so it won't be all brown anymore. Campground's starting to look pretty. We've got stuff like these desert scrubs that are starting to get little leaves on them. You can see there, buds. So yeah, can't wait to see how this looks with a little bit of greenery. I don't expect it to be super green, but a little bit. In other news, I went swimming today. The Gallup Aquatic Center opened yesterday, I think. And yeah, went swimming today for the first swim in probably about 3 years. I was surprised. I knew it's kind of like riding a bike, like you kind of just drop back into the flow of it for the most part. Remembered how to do the flip at the end of the lane, and remembered how to the breathing pattern. I will say the hardest part was kind of just the breathing in water part. There's kind of this chest constriction where you don't feel like you can take as deep a breath as you need to take. So that was probably the biggest kind of stumbling block there. I could do about 4 laps, and then I had to stop. So we'll build back up to it. I was doing about 20 in a row before, and I did, I think, about a little over 1,000 yards today. But back in South Carolina when I was swimming fairly regularly. I was up to about 2,400, so we'll build back up to it. Could have gone worse, but room for growth, so gonna stick with it and see what happens. I'll throw the goals for this year up on the screen, kind of give an update on that. I won't go through them each individually, but this Friday, so after my 2 days on, I'm gonna go home and sleep for a few hours and then get up by noon and drive to Albuquerque to fly out for South Carolina and spend 3.5, 4 days with the family out there. So this will be the first time since October of 19, I think, that I've flown or gone home. So really looking forward to that. As of the 15th of next month, May, the north rim of the Grand Canyon should be opening. So my next kind of goal on the list is to do the rim to rim trail in the Grand Canyon. I had submitted a application to do Whitney as well, but I didn't get in the lottery. I submitted a couple dates and didn't make it, so maybe next year. I don't know if there's another way to go about that, but it looked like you just had to take your chances on the lottery. So I think instead of Whitney, I may instead go out to Wheeler with Hiker, Mount Wheeler in the Taos Ski Basin. It's the tallest mountain in New Mexico, which I've done before, but I really kind of wanted to do it with Hiker, so may end up doing that. He was kind of pooped on the Mount Humphreys hike that we did, so I don't know, but I'd like to take him. In the RV and travel community, there's kind of a lot of doubts that Canada's going to be open by August, so I may not make that July trip. I'd hope to take a week or two in between a contract and use my passport for the first time, but I don't know if that's going to happen this year. But that's okay, plenty of other cool stuff to do. In my Couch to 5K program, I did my longest run last week. It was a 20-minute sustained run, jogging really, but they call it a run, which felt pretty good about that. I'm probably gonna run again today after this walk with Hiker. I'm just gonna leave him back home and go for another run. But yeah, coming along, making progress. Other than that, like I said, just getting ready to go home. And thanks to my neighbors that I work with, Mark and Terry, they're gonna watch Hiker, so that's kind of the biggest hurdle to get in a long trip without Hiker. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, just a short recap for this week, and gonna close it out here. Come back to you next week after the trip home. Have a great week.